In this video, I'm going to show you the difference between a root-bound plant, which we have over here on the left, and a plant that just needs transplanting, or a plant that's in the right size container. So this plant over here on the left, you can see how much larger it is than this plant, or my left, sorry, over here on my left, which is probably your right. This plant is much too large for its container, where this one is just about at the stage where it needs to be transplanted. Honestly, a little bit too big for this container, but not too bad. Now, a couple classic signs of plant being root bound are dead leaves in the middle, and obviously this container is not, it's falling over. This is not the right size container for this plant, and this plant is severely root bound. So what will happen when your plant's root bound is your stems will start to turn hard and purpley instead of this nice green over here, nice green, bendable, a much better, much healthier plant over here. With this one, you can see the stems are kind of purple. And what will happen is all the node spacing, and what node spacing is right here, this is a node, and it goes up to this next node right here where the leaves come out. Here's another node, so this is 3 nodes right here, actually 4 down here, but this you can see there's, I don't know, probably 15 to 20 nodes in the same amount of space. So once a plant becomes root bound, what will happen is it'll just basically stop growing up and just start putting branches out to the sides. They'll become kind of harder, brittle, and purple, and leaves will start dying off. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this out right here, so it's a little bit messy, but as you can see, the roots have started completely growing around where the pot was. So what's happening is basically the roots are continuing to grow around and around and squeezing this in, and that's not good for the plant. There's some healthy white roots in here, but a lot of them, as you can see, are really yellow and are kind of brownish and not very healthy. Now, in comparison, we have a healthy plant right here, so let me go ahead and pop this one out. And as you can see, it's starting to, circle around, but there's not any really brown or dead roots in here. They're all healthy white, and there's a bunch of soil you can see in here, and the roots just are a lot healthier, and you can see they're, when you give it a squeeze, the soil gives a lot more. This does not so much. It's much more firm, and this is just about the point where it needs to be transplanted. We're actually about to transplant this one, and this is about where they should be when they're transplanted, this size. And this plant has been in the same container for months, and they will survive, but for the most part, if you're going to be growing them out and not just trying to keep them alive, you don't want them to get this root bound. So if you do have a plant that's root bound and it comes time to transplant, all you're going to need to do is just make sure to give this root ball a good squeeze and loosen that bound up soil in there, and that'll basically let the plant know that, or break up the roots a little bit, and honestly rip them up a bit, and let them start growing in some different directions to fill out the pot that you then plant them in. So go ahead and check out our video on transplanting to see how these plants are transplanted the right way. And that's about it for this video. Bye for now.